¿Qué te ha dado esa mujer?
Since I was a child, it was a typical Mexican household where my dad would put on those long play records of Jorge Negrete and Pedro Infante, Javier Solís, and Jose Alfredo Jimenez, Mariachi Vargas. And I grew up listening to the music, and aside from that, my father sang a little bit, so it influenced me.
My family was a big influence. Growing up, hearing clarinet, hearing saxophone, hearing piano, guitar. In my family, my grandparents wouldn't speak English, so we would just communicate in Spanish. And it was always, every time we would go to their house, it would always be, oh, the Chente movies on, and Javier Solís music, boom, mariachi, mariachi, mariachi.
Hace 4 o 5 días que no la miro, sentadita en su ventana. Si no la miraste hoy, ay, la mirarás mañana, querido.
Before that, I was working in a regular group, in restaurants, in bars, and staying out late. And aside from that, whenever the economy went down, I had to end up working in construction or doing other things that were just allowing me to live paycheck to paycheck. So when I returned to school, it was via Mariachi Aztlán through a scholarship that they gave me. And I have my bachelor's in Mexican American Studies, and I'm currently working on a master's in public administration through the opportunities that I got through Mariachi Aztlán.
I felt I want to be in that group. When I graduate from high school, I want to go to Pan Am, and I want to do music education, follow what my family does, continue with music, and I want to join Mariachi Aztlán. Mariachi music in South Texas is huge. It's amazing in South Texas how people influence and people strive to have mariachi programs, and people want to have mariachi programs, and they go to college, they can get a scholarship, they can travel the world like us. Like, we've traveled to see President Obama. Like, you know, that you don't get that many opportunities, and thankfully to music and for music, people see it and they want to encourage their students join the mariachi program, or join any music just in general, but to keep playing. That's the main important.
Querido amigo, yo no sé lo que me ha dado. Cada que la veo venir, se agacha y se va de lado, querido.
Music in general, I mean, the arts, they develop children's mind tremendously, and we've seen that in their grades. It helps them stay committed and focused to school, stay away from bad habits, be it gangs or drugs or exterior violence, things like that. And aside from that, the mariachi also helps them perpetuate their culture, and they're proud of their culture, and they want to share their culture with others.
I think the connection to mariachi and opera is the stories. Of course, an opera is based on a story, and like any story, there's love, tragedy, and happy endings. And, you know, I just think with mariachi music, that's the best music on the world. And mariachi music, like Fernie was saying, has a lot of sentimental love, and it's just amazing how it just fits in. The two genres just fit in perfectly. And
this deal that we have right now with the immigration situation in our country, I think that just like what happened in the era of the civil rights in the 60s and late 50s, we're being, in a way, I wouldn't say provoked, but I guess we're being brought out again. You know, it's pushing us to show people, you know what, this is our culture and this is something good. You know, we contribute to the United States of America through through not just working hard or being, you know, good citizens, but we enrich the culture, we enrich the arts.
Querido amigo, más valía mejor morir.
Bien buenas fiestas, ¿usted, verdad? Hacen buenas fiestas, ¿verdad?
Sí,
no se aburre.